We grew up believing a story that America is the land of opportunity, that anyone can make it if they're willing to work hard enough. It's the dream that built this country. It's the message repeated in classrooms, commercials, campaign speeches, and now all over social media. But for millions of Americans, that story doesn't match reality. And the dream is just that, a dream. Welcome to Filter Society, where inequality meets social media. Today we're exposing one of the most powerful myths of modern life, that poverty is a personal failure, and success is just a matter of hustle. Open any app and you'll see it. The grind set gurus, the motivational edits, the luxury apartment tours set to audio clips that say things like, "Broke is a mindset. Winners work while others sleep. If you're not rich yet, it's your fault." But what if the biggest factor in your success is something you didn't choose? What if your zip code matters more than your work ethic? Social scientists have studied upward mobility, the ability to escape poverty across the globe. The results are shocking. In the US, if you're born poor, you're more likely to stay poor than in most developed countries. In fact, your odds of moving up are better in Denmark, Canada, and even the UK. It's not because Americans don't work hard. It's because the structure of opportunity here is broken. Researchers created opportunity maps that show how different neighbourhoods shape people's futures. In one zip code, kids from low-income families go on to earn high wages, finish college, and build wealth. Just a few miles away, in a different zip, similar kids stay stuck generation after generation. The difference? Access to quality schools, public transportation, clean air, social safety nets, stable housing, and sometimes just less exposure to crime. Two kids, same race, same parents, same starting income. Different neighbourhood, entirely different futures. But on social media, all of that is invisible. We see the outlier, the one who made it out, the rags to riches story with cinematic music and a viral caption. And we believe it's the norm. We start to think poverty is a mindset, that the people who are still struggling must not be trying hard enough. This is how the lie survives. It keeps us distracted, it keeps us divided, and it keeps the system unchallenged. Because as long as we believe poverty is personal, we never have to confront the policies and power structures that keep people down. So before we repost that next hustle quote, we should probably ask, who benefits from the idea that struggle is your fault? If geography is destiny in America, then race is the map. We often talk about inequality through soft filters, education, neighbourhoods, jobs, like they're disconnected. But under those filters is a deeper truth. Segregation never ended, it evolved. Not the segregation from history books, the modern kind. The kind that still shapes where people live, what schools they attend, and what chances they get. In predominantly black neighbourhoods, upward mobility is far lower. Children there face steeper climbs before they even begin, not because of who they are, but because of what the system withholds. Redlining, predatory lending, underfunded schools, policing that punishes poverty instead of protecting people. These aren't glitches. They're features of a system built to divide and control, and the effects last for generations. You see it in schools. 2 classrooms, same city. One has working tech, qualified teachers, safety nets. The other has broken infrastructure, staff turnover, and cops instead of counsellors. Which student is more likely to thrive? And when outcomes diverge, who takes the blame? too often it's the student, not the school, the family, not the system. This is the algorithm of inequality, and it's powered by myths that we've been trained to believe, like poor families don't care about education, crime is cultural, success is about willpower, but choices don't happen in a vacuum. If there's no grocery store, you can't choose healthy food. If school offers no advanced classes, you can't choose to excel. If your circle has no college grads, you can't choose that guidance. Still, we repeat the myth. If you're poor, it's because you didn't try hard enough. And nowhere does that story spread faster than on social media. The grind set clips, the influencers who went from nothing to millions, the morning routines and motivational edits. But what's missing? The family safety net, the internship from a cousin, the tuition someone else covered. Without context, their success looks self-made, and anyone still struggling looks like a failure. That's how the lie survives, by hiding the system and rewarding the performance. So when we ask, why don't poor people just move? We're asking the wrong question. The real question is, why do they have to move just to survive? And who built a system where that's the only way out? If the system is rigged and the dream is a myth, why do we still believe poverty is a choice? Because that's what we're shown. We scroll through stories of success against all odds. We watch influencers rise from nothing, or so it seems. We celebrate the grind, the glow up, the come up. What we don't see are the foundations beneath that success. No one posts their financial safety net. No one brags about their low-interest loan from a family member. No one gets millions of views for saying, "I had help." So the myth survives, not just through stories, but through algorithms. Social media doesn't reward nuance, it rewards spectacle. The self-made narrative, it performs well. Meanwhile, real poverty gets filtered out or turned into content. People film the homeless like scenery. Mothers on food stamps get mocked in comment sections. GoFundMe has become a healthcare system. It's not just dehumanizing, it's desensitizing. Because when we're constantly told poverty is personal, we start to treat it that way. We stop asking about policy, we stop questioning structure, we start blaming character. And once we believe the problem is people, we stop trying to change the system. But the truth is this, poverty isn't random, it's engineered. It follows race, it follows zip code, it follows school budgets, housing codes, tax laws, zoning restrictions and public investment. It's not a glitch, it's a blueprint. So what if we flipped the frame? What if we stopped treating wealth as moral proof? What if we saw struggle not as weakness, but as a warning sign that something bigger is broken? That's why this channel exists, to reframe the feed, to zoom out, to tell the stories behind the highlight reels, to put context back into conversations that algorithms have stripped bare. Because the people who struggle aren't broken, the systems are. Poverty doesn't come from laziness, it doesn't come from bad choices or weak character, it comes from a lack of cash, a lack of access, and a lack of policy courage.